Alright, so here we are today, back at it again for day 2 of actual boat building. We may finish it today, I don't know.
Well, finish is a strong word. We will definitely get a lot done.
Good.
It's been a week. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back and ready to pick up where we left off.
And where we left off was framing. We're going to cut all of our plywood and then start building some boxes with all these 2x4s we got. And that'll be what the morning is, so yeah. Here goes.
Here goes.
Alright, so we finished cutting all of our plywood, and now we're going to cut all of our boards to do the actual framing. So here's that. Alright, so now that we've cut all the boards to the correct length, we're here for our first attempt at framing all of these boards. The first time we have tried this. I'm so excited to start with our first framing attempt, so
Alright then. Right to
the
it.
very first time that we're doing this. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so we have now officially finished all of the actual building of things. All of the pieces exist, we just need to put them together.
It's amazing. We did it in such a short amount of time with no mistakes.
Not
So
a one.
We're
'cause
really
we did
doing
it
pretty well.
First try.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so our next big step is literally laying out everything and just showing you how massive this boat is. Because it really is like almost 16 feet long.
And the actual reason we're laying everything out is to fit hardware. So
Yes,
we have to
yes.
figure out the mounting,
Big old
fitment,
hinges
and the hinges on the pontoons. So that's our next step.
Alright, so here we are now up at a fourth undisclosed location.
It's this driveway.
And essentially what we got to do now is we got to attach all of our wonderful hardware mounts so that our pontoons are in one piece. So we got 4 of these very large hinges, and we're going to be screwing them on so that the whole 16-foot or 15.5-foot pontoon is one big piece. And after we do that, we will attach all of the 3 deck plates on perpendicularly, perpendicular to the pontoons. And so yeah, that's all of our hardware stuff we have left to do. So here's a time lapse of that. first official mock-up of the boat. We got both 16-foot pontoons out here and the full deck array all set up. So the last real step we have to do is just attach all the angle brackets so the deck plates actually stay on the pontoons, which is going to be a lot of some very finicky spacing, but it'll be doable. And then after that last step, I believe we're sailworthy.
We're kind of done with the rough build at that point, yeah.
So,
aside from the foam cutting, which we're also going to do today. Hopefully, unless we run out of steam. We'll see, so.
all right, there's that. Alright, so here we are with what is essentially the last phase of the building process for these boats. And this is actually the test before we do the real last phase of building, because the last phase is using this wonderful contraption, which is a string of nichrome wire held taut in a PVC saw, attached to a wonderful, 30-volt power source. And essentially we'll be heating the wire and using it to cut through the foam. It's cold now, but it will glow orange when it's actually turned on. I've been warned that our accuracy is about as abysmal as it can get. I don't believe it, so I'm having a very optimistic cut geometry here. If I get proven wrong, then so be it. But this is just a test, and then we'll switch over and actually cut the boat after this. So yeah.
I guess just go for it. I'll stand back here.
Alright.
And yeah, if you drop it on the cement, get away from the trailer and the sawdust. That's all that needs to happen.
Alright, there you can see it is now very orange. And we'll be making the first series of cuts.
So a technique, you can move it side to side to get it back to a hotter part, because the wire will cool where it is cutting. If you don't knock it out right away, it'll probably cool in there. But that's better than my first one was. I'm pretty impressed, actually.
Alright, so there's our wonderful attempt number one. I honestly think it was pretty good. So
Yeah, it's not, obviously it's not straight on the lines or anything.
it's not straight on the lines, and it is a much different rear geometry than front geometry.
Yes. It is kind of fun, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. I think we're confident enough to do an actual cutting function. Still a practice cut though, we'll see that.
Yeah. Alright, you ready?
Alright, turn on.
Let it get up to temperature. And I think we should like these wires.
And so, apply tension.
This is about the tension we should have.
You think that's right? Alright.
Alright, get in line. You ready?
Yep. Down.
Alright.
We kind of lost tension there.
Yep.
Pretty good. Yeah, we just looked slightly inebriated.
Yeah, like I said.
But I think the good part is that most of these bounces we made at the same time.
It is consistently bad, yeah.
Tension. Thank you.
Oh, gosh. Jeez. That's better, except with that.
Let's keep going down. Let's bounce again. That was pretty good.
See, the steeper the angle you hit the glue, it's so much easier.
Alright, this is the official cut on the boat. We did
We're done practicing.
bunch of practice runs. We got a nice smooth technique.
And
might take us more than one cut, but that's okay.
It will probably take us more than one cut.
It might take us like 3 or 4, or maybe more, but whatever. As long as it's smooth and kind of this nice geometry. We drew lines on the side using this stencil, so we both know exactly what the cut geometry needs to look like. And that's all there is to it.
It's a matter of coordinating this without messing it up, and we'll see if we can do that successfully. So, yeah.
Alright.
Alright, we'll fire it up.
Fire it up quite literally.
For those curious, this is drawing about 300 lines. So it's actually not all that much energy you need to do something like this.
2.5 inches. Got that scratch mark in there.
Yep. Ready?
And then down through the first if you can, down to the second.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Slow down, tension.
We're up a little bit, but
I'm through. I'm through. Tension.
I'm through.
Alright. Going down to
Tension,
the second.
tension.
Oh.
Do you have more?
I have a lot more. It's just
Oh.
not here.
Oh, we did too many practice tests. I was getting a little bit worried about the color. So, it's not a full cut.
Alright, well,
Alright, so we are now officially done for the day. As you can see, the snappage of our nichrome wire unfortunately put us out of business, but we will be returning.
Hopefully next weekend. So for now, we've got the entire boat in the trailer. It was designed to fit like this. That's why we built it in such a goofy fashion. I don't know if we really stated that up front, but there's a reason for it. The pontoons are folded in half. They fit perfectly in the trailer, side by side, with a big gap in the middle. And the 3 deck sections are stacked underneath. So everything fits very neatly in this pretty small trailer.
We can even fit like battery.
We'll be able to
and
fit
a
all the
center
electronics
console.
and such in the middle.
Yeah.
We'll build a little center console for them, maybe. We'll see.
I'm very proud of this design. I think it'll be a very good one for us to test. Ideally, we will be returning to do the rest of the cutting next Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
perhaps. And then, once we do the cutting, I mean, all the boat is here. Like, literally everything is here. So, perhaps then we'll sail. And that'll be our first official test. So,
Pretty pleased with the progress for today, even though we didn't quite get it all done. We had a lot of fun. We got it in a much more ready state.
yeah.
And, we know what we need to do, and we'll probably do it next weekend. So, there you go.
Well, see you then. Best of luck, and